Timmy Brent cut himself. Took a big bunch of stitches, but all on the surface. So we think that there's no muscle issues there. It'll just be a healer, but it may keep him out of the Winnipeg game. So it's probably 4 or 5 days. Rutu right now is another precautionary, and we don't think it's significant. The trainer and the doctor didn't find anything that made them nervous, but we just can't leave a guy in a game if he's got a pull or something like that. So they'll be back sooner rather than later.
His thoughts on game effort?
No, it looked like it was the first exhibition game for a lot of our players, and an awful lot of turnovers and sloppiness of the puck and softness on the puck, and very, very slow puck transition. And that's what you expect to see from some guys. So there were 2 or 3 guys I liked, and a few guys that we won't have to worry about, and then a few guys that'll get better.
After the season he had last year, Ponegrovsky admitted he needs some positive things to start happening to him.
Yeah.
It's good to see him.
It's just mindset for him. He was a key piece in Toronto, and at that time he was a 20-goal scorer, big and strong, and they used him in a different role, and he was good at it in LA. You know, he was on their #1 check in line. He's a big, strong man. But there is a bit of a mentality shift. We need him to put the puck in the net and go to the net. And I was really happy, not that he scored, but the way he scored. You know, prior to the wraparound, that's his game. He's so big and strong that, you know, he can take the hit, push back, and then drive to the net. And once Eric gets a little feel for that, you started, I think, you know, once they get that chemistry together, that everything that Alexei does is big and powerful, and it's going to the net. And Stoller will have some of the same success that a similar player, Matt Sundin, had playing with Pony. He used that speed to get in and pick up some rebounds and let Pony do it as well. So I was really, that was the positive up front for me. Wasn't that he scored 2, it was the way he scored his 2, and he's going to be at the net, and that's a great reinforcement for him.
After the injuries, you made a point to keep that line together, so do you like what you're seeing from them?
Well, I mean, they scored 2 goals, so you got to be a little positive. I think there's plenty more there. I wasn't critiquing really too much for those guys, but I was hoping to see a pair of them click, and I thought the 2 of them, hey, you scored 2 goals, you feel good.
Power play moved the puck very well. Caberlet on the point. What does that add to your team?
More motion, which is what we're shooting for. It still didn't move it exactly the way I meant, so we've spent all the 15 minutes, and it's already with those guys. I think Skinner and Stahl will look at that as a pair. We're hopeful that Jokinen can find his niche on that, but we may need a net front presence, so that may be something we're looking for. 2 lefties, though. Thomas Caberlet is very good at the top and getting the puck to the middle of the ice, and then he's a very good puck mover. So it may have a little different look because we're going to look to shoot just about everything that we can when we get that lane, but I think it'll be fine.
About the young pair.
I liked them. I liked them today. I liked them jumping up as the game got a little later. They both, you know, I think as a group, our back end, you know, really overhandled the puck. But I think they followed what they saw going out in front of them. So, but I really liked them. We put 2 guys playing in their second NHL exhibition games together for a reason, to see how they would handle that in the defensive zone coverage. And I don't think when you went back and assessed the game, if you knew the ages, you'd rate them by their age.
Marcus said he felt more comfortable.
Yeah.
Not completely comfortable.
Yeah. So you saw a little more, you know, and a little more trying to, and especially on that power play, I think with the 2 righties and working it from the other side, that was pretty good.
What do you tell Justin Peters or is Tommy talking? What?
Sure.
I mean, confidence has to be an issue now with him a little bit. So what do you say as he goes back? When he goes back, you talk to him at length.
Well, I mean, those are the conversations would have started in the summertime, the year-end exit meetings, and then when you sign Brian Boucher, the writing's on the wall. So there's, the fact of the matter is, Justin's a very smart man and understands the situations that he's in, and he's going to go back, and if he's waiverable, so that's one thing that'll happen to him here in the next few weeks, barring any injuries. And if he's back in the American League, then he's going to be a dominant #1 guy and look for a chance here or somewhere else.
What about Cam Moore? How did you feel about his performance?
Yeah, I mean, looked like he was right back at the end of the year. You know, we had a lot more traffic around him in front of the net than we'd like, and a lot of pucks got thrown from bad angles that he had to get across on. But he was that injury, fellas, was very minor, and it was more of a tightness and stiffness. It wasn't a pull or a strain or any problem, and almost the same as we've handled all those injuries. So he was not hurt, and he looked